When your basketball team play a game and y'all lose, do you feel disappointed in them? And like, do your like how you feel about them? Do that change or like how you deal with that?
Somebody giving them constructive criticism, it's a deal breaker. It's like depression.
The Panther podcast.
I'm here.
You gotta just press record.
Freewheel motion.
How you doing? It's your boy Nelly back again with another English Down podcast video, and today I am here with
Lily, Destiny,
Mr. Allen.
something about the Mr. Allen.
Okay, so today we're doing just a small but nice interview for Mr. Allen, and I'm just jumping right into it. My first question is, what made you want to be a athletic director?
You just gonna jump right into it.
Jump right in there.
Didn't be no layup ladder. I initially got to become an athletic director out of a necessity. At the time, the athletic director was doing double duties. He was a PE teacher as well as the dean of students. And the principal got kind of upset at how he was doing things. So I was a coach at the time, and I was like, hey, I'll step in and be the athletic director just so the coaches and the athletic department will see a familiar face. And then also he will be able to help me out if I need assistance with anything in the athletic department.
My question is, what made you start doing computer science?
Again, it was out of if you want a job, if you don't want a job.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna just go to a little bit of the past here. What college did you attend to?
I attended the Aurora University out in Aurora, Illinois. The Spartans. I played basketball there. Got an undergrad degree in business administration and a minor in criminal justice.
We gotta talk about that. I love me some law. I'm gonna talk about that a little later.
I'll have a coach and an athletic director. Like, what is the difference between the two when it comes to like what you do?
Thank you for asking that question because a lot of people think it's the same thing. As an athletic director, my responsibility is to be the bridge between the coaching staff and the administration team in the school building. My job is to advocate for coaches as well as make sure that everybody is doing the things that they need to do to make sure that our student athletes are getting their full attention from the coaches. So as a coach, I'm not going to say a little bit more dumbed down, but as a coach, your responsibility is to teach the skill, hone the skills, develop the skills. So that's more hands-on versus being an athletic director. So that's the difference between the two.
Okay, that was my question.
Being a coach or an athletic director, how do you deal with different personalities like on the court?
On the court or just
Like, what do you coach?
I'm the head boys basketball coach.
Okay, so how do you deal with different personalities like when they playing or doing practice like that?
So the number one rule I have, not just in coaching, but even in life, do unto others as you want done unto you. So I approach everybody with the grace that that everybody needs, and I understand that we all have emotions. And so if I feel someone is coming at me sideways, I always say, hey, relax. Let's have a conversation. And I also give disclaimers like, hey, understand that I'm not going to agree with everything you say, and you're not going to agree with everything that I say, but let's have a conversation so that we can understand each other and won't nobody be, misinterpreted any type of way. So I deal with multiple emotions in a way that I want somebody to deal with me.
Well, fun fact, Mr. Allen is an amazing volleyball player. He was my coach last year. Amazing guy. So like, if you had any advice for me going into college, Like what? Because you did criminal justice. I do love law. That's what I'm gonna go for. What are some pointers that you would give to me before I go into college?
From an academic standpoint or a standpoint? Academic, I would tell you right now, time management. When you get to college, there's no more Mr. Banks, there's no more Mr. Allen, there's no more of those type of individuals there to hold your hand, right? And if you don't have a set schedule or you don't have the discipline to create a schedule, a lot of kids come home in the first semester because they don't know how to do that. So I would say right now, you should be trying to hone your skills or discipline of time management. Like when you get to college, yes, your first year, they're going to kind of have your classes already set, but it's still going to be like, oh, you're going to do 2 hours here, an hour there. And then you might not have a class until the evening, or you might not have a class till night. It's a lot of time. And if you don't manage that time, you can quickly, easily be back at home saying walk to Walmart.
Melly, you see?
But I do early college, so that's something I look forward to. All right, so like in this question right here dealing with the school, your years of being here, what are some things that like have opened your eyes? You've been teaching many students, many athletes coming and going. So like my question is like, how have Inglewood STEM impacted you?
Unfortunately, because I've been doing this work for almost 20 years, and I have seen a wide range of students, none of this has has deterred me or even given me a different outlook. I can honestly tell you, over the last 10 years, students have changed. And what I mean by change, just even from an athletic standpoint, 10 years ago, students were, eager to play sports. Now they're not. They're not even made to play sports. And I'm not just talking from a school standpoint. I'm just talking from a family standpoint. Our students are not being forced or even encouraged to play sports from home. So I firmly believe that in a few more years, athletics in the urban community is going to struggle greatly.
My question is, basically, how do you when your basketball team play a game and y'all lose? Do you feel disappointed in them, and like, do your like how you feel about them? Do that change, or like how you deal with that?
So that's a great question. I don't feel bad because one thing as a coach, you have to know your students, right? You have to know your student athletes, what they're able to do, what they're capable to do. It's frustrating when, as a coach, you have laid before them the foundation of, hey, this is what you need to do. This is what I'm offering. This is the time that I'm here. They don't take advantage of that. And then when they lose a game, they're upset. Like I already know going into a game what my team can and cannot do. It just reaffirmed it to me. It reaffirms to them like, hey, if you want to do this at the highest level, you need to make a commitment to getting better. We're living in a day and age now that, unfortunately, the suburban kids are now starting to surpass our urban kids who have the God gift talent or even have the knack for it, only because they want it now. They want it more now. My new motto this year is you can't like it, you can't love it, you have to live it. Because a lot of times our kids like stuff. And the minute that as a coach I criticize you, or I can't even say criticize you, constructive criticism. The minute I give you constructive criticism, to you thinking I am being down on you, but I'm actually giving you a nugget to make you or help you become better. And our kids just don't have the emotional intelligence to decipher that. So a lot of kids were like, oh man, he tripping. I'm not playing for him. He do too much. And it's not really the truth. The truth is I want you to get better. I need you to get better, but you can't tell the difference because you emotionally are not intelligent.
Yeah, I know that from the football. Yeah.
I kind of agree on that because like stuff that goes on at home, like when I get constructive criticism, I'm just going into defense about it. Like, you know, like my uncle, shout out to my uncle Mike. He always like he'll call me getting how you say that? Criticism, and I just be like, he'd give me all these long speeches, and they be actually helping.
But you know what it is, and I do this with my daughter. The word no has not been consistent in her upbringing to the point that now that someone is telling her the word no it shatters her world. And unfortunately, that's what we're dealing with because our parents are trying to make up or trying to make up in other areas. So I'm not going to tell my baby no, or I'm not going to allow her to fail or them to fail. So when they get of age in high school or even a 7th to 8th grade, if someone tells them no or somebody gives them constructive criticism, it's a deal breaker. It's like depression.
That's because they so used to that one game.
They used to that, yes.
But I would learn how to like start using constructive criticism. So
Just gotta accept it sometimes. It is what it is.
today's quote is, "Don't matter what, live your life."
Okay. All right. Well, this will conclude our interview. Thank you so much, Mr. Elder, for coming out and taking the time to talk to us.
Yes.
And you know what I say, if I don't see y'all, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.
Oh man, constructive criticism is don't